It's 27 minutes past the hour of 10. You're listening to Brain Massage. And during that long track, we managed to set up the microphones and the levels for the Waifs in the studio. And once again, it's nice to see you back here. So it must be about the fourth time.
Fourth or fifth, yeah.
Something like that.
We pop in every time we're in Melbourne.
You seem to, which
to.
seems to be less and less often these days.
Yeah, we're based in New South Wales at the moment. Melbourne was great for us, but I think we just wanted to cover some new ground. We found we weren't getting up into Queensland very much, so we've decided to base ourselves there just for a little while, try and, get known around Queensland and doing it at grassroots level.
And you're all settling down a little bit, which is a bit of a new thing.
Growing older.
Donna, you're living by yourself in Sydney, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's just me and Sydney.
Wow.
It's funny because, after living and travelling together for so many years, I sort of sometimes feel like I'm only a third of a person, whereas I have to get used to being, away from these guys, and it's sort of because I am up there by myself and away from Vicky and Josh. I've found that I'm playing a lot more because I haven't got, as many people to jam with, up there, and I don't really know the musician scene up there as much. So I tend to be writing a hell of a lot of songs, independently from the band, which has been a really good thing.
Yeah, I think what we've realised from living apart is how emotionally attached we are to each other. We always knew that, but the ties are really strong when you live and work with people for so many years, and suddenly we're not seeing each other. And I know for the first week, Donna and I are on the phone to each other a couple of times a day. And
So, Vicky, you and Josh are living further down the coast, about 300 kilometres or something away from Donna. Is that?
Oh yeah, that's at Josh's place. We got the good end of the stick, Donna reckons. We're on a farm.
So how's this going to affect the songs that will eventually appear on the album?
We're writing 7-minute instrumentals.
Yes.
No, we're actually, I think in this new batch of songs that we've got, we seem to have stopped writing about each other, which is a good thing, and it was something that I was starting to get a little bit worried about. I sort of thought, how far can we take this subject matter? And it even got to the stage where an incident would happen in the band and you'd almost get 3 versions of the same incident coming in. So that's when you've really got to look at it and evaluate the situation. But
Well, what are you writing about now then, looking further outwards?
Well, I think we're all writing about completely different things, really. I guess I can only really speak for myself, but I've actually been writing a few country songs lately, not necessarily for the Waifs, but for, just to satisfy a passion inside me. I'm an unashamed country music
coming
fan.
out.
No, that's fine. On Brain Massage, you can say that sort of thing.
But there's one song that we'll play today that I've written, and it's sort of about the media hype and how a lot of the things that you see on television and read in the paper can quite often be, vastly different from the truth of the matter. So that's one song that I've written, and there's a couple more poppier numbers.
yeah,
Right.
just sort of looking outside ourselves a bit. For me, it was a conscious thing. It's something because I used to write just mainly songs about myself, but now I sort of think I make a conscious effort to. And a lot of it actually came with touring with Weirdos and listening to how Mick Thomas writes, how he can observe a situation and write a fantastic song about something quite simple.
Yeah, storyteller, but that's something you've always done, Donna, isn't it, really? More so than the others?
Yeah. I tend to. I'm always been a bit of a storyteller.
Spinner
Was
Simpson.
my name at school. I tend to sort of start from the beginning and finish at the end with the whole story. But getting back to our new songs and for this new album we're going to be doing, I've personally never ever been so excited about the songs that are coming out from the band.
Oh my God.
That makes me excited too.
You sound excited.
You sound excited.
It's all in here. No, really. Will this be the Waif's White Album, do you think?
White Album.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that album.
Well, you know how...
Beatles have a white
Who are the
album.
Beatles?
Well, if for those who came in late, no, will they be more fully formed and
Overdeveloped.
individual project things more than group?
Well, I
projects,
think
if you
one
know
of the
what
challenges we're going to face is making it cohesive, because we all write in quite different genres even. And that might be coming out. I mean, Josh, writing country songs, living on the farm thing. Donna, are you writing suburban, inner city, funky tunes? Is making it cohesive. I personally, I'd like to have cohesion in an album. I don't know if our last albums have seemed more like a collection of songs or how well they've worked together. I think with our last 2 albums, we've basically written a set of songs and then just put them on an album. And did they fall into place?
Well, you're asking me.
I don't know, but I'd hate for the project to become too separated. I'd like cohesion.
I enjoyed watching you on the TV a couple of weeks ago, Port Fairy Folk Festival.
We missed it.
Oh, you missed it, right. So I can't ask your reaction to it.
Oh, no, we've
I've
sort of
seen
seen
it.
an unedited... Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, we saw it. We were here.
Oh.
And was it good to see yourselves on TV?
I was pleased.
Yeah, we got a good bit of coverage out of it.
It was more like the Waifs by numbers, really, for people who are pretty much uninitiated into the Waif world.
Yeah.
Just gave a history, and it really looked different and seemed different, because that was over a year ago now, wasn't it?
It was a year to the day that it was filmed, when it was shown.
They really portrayed us actually as this young, travelling band, and we were very excited to go on stage in front of all these people like it was a new thing, which it probably wasn't at that stage. We were a bit over it, but I think we probably played out to it. We did. But no, I was pleased with the airtime we got. I thought that was good. And
Have there been any repercussions that you've been able to
no.
ascertain since then, or has it been just way too short a time?
Yeah, we haven't heard much feedback or anything from it. A lot of people, I think, who would have watched it on telly were probably at the festival the weekend that they showed it. And I think it only went to air in Victoria.
Oh, right.
It didn't go nationally.
Yeah, it's going nationally on the Sunday Arts program in a few months.
Oh, good.
Okay, well,
Well,
that'll
I'll come
help
back
you.
and tell you all about
All
it
those
then.
people who watch the Sunday Arts program on the ABC.
Interesting audience.
Yeah.
Your image as the Waifs is somewhat shaky now that you have cut your hair and
Settled down.
This is interesting.
settled down. Yeah, you've really evolved into something different, I reckon.
Pretty young women.
In the well. What about you, Josh? Actually, I reckon that that goatee you had just sort of crawled off your face one night and landed on mine.
Or crawled up towards his ears and formed them into rock and roll.
I didn't know you
mutton
guys
chops.
slept that close together.
Oh, well, moving right along. It's 25 minutes past 10, and you're gonna do a song for us in a minute. But you actually say in the Waif song he's not going to cut his hair. Well,
That lyric's actually been changed now to
Yeah.
he's gone and cut his hair.
He's already cut
He's
his
already
hair.
cut his hair.
We have gone through an image thing. I think it wasn't intentional, but I know that we were always surprised at how we were portrayed as these sort of hippies. I think.
Well, we lived up to it. I don't
For
know.
a little while we did, but after a while we were really getting sick of people or just being portrayed as this.
We just got over. I think we just got over the travelling thing. Like, I mean, it wears you down, and that was great fun for many years. And I guess the way we portrayed was based around that whole living in a camper van thing. And the Waifs want to grow up now.
Yeah,
Okay.
people
wanna
couldn't seem to get off that subject, but we haven't changed ourselves intentionally. I think we've just grown.
I saw the matching shoes at the Weddings Parties Anything gig at the Palace.
Did we have matching shoes?
Oh, you had red and I had black.
Oh.
See, I do know.
But we're
Susie.
sisters, so
You're going to head over to Edinburgh, so you're breaking out of Australia very soon.
That's the plan. As a promotional thing, we just want to give it a chance. Obviously, we've never been over there before, so we want to go out and have a look around and see what's out there. I think it's going to be a lot harder than you can imagine, I think.
How will the rest of the world relate to the Waifs?
We've had a good response from anyone we've played to overseas, but I mean that's hard to tell. How are they going to react to us, Josh?
Well, who can tell?
We're going to take them by storm. I don't know.
All right. And how are you going to get around? You're going to have to hire a...
Oh, we're going to live in a camper van.
I see.
Oh, we honestly, we haven't even thought about that yet. We're just all excited that we've been accepted into the Edinburgh Festival, and we've had a bit of interest from the States, and I've been talking to festivals over there a little bit in America, so...
Ultimately, it would be great to go over there and possibly do some recording of our next album. I don't know how feasible that is, but, just to pass maybe a few of our albums around and see if we can arouse some sort of interest. Management would be good, because we're sort of at the end of our tether in terms of managing ourselves. It's just getting very, very difficult now to be creative,
Well, that's another thing that's changed, I suppose, because I remember one time you said that
No way.
a manager was just out of the question.
Yeah, well, we're beyond that now. I mean, with we're pulling good crowds and we're selling more CDs, and it would just be nice to put a lot more energy into playing music. And, 'cause that's what it's all about in the end.
Well, let's hear some tunes. We'll reshuffle the microphones in a sec. I'll just play a message in the meantime, and then we'll hear some new tunes, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll come back and talk about the Continental gig, which is coming up at the end of the week.
PBS Fashion presents its autumn-winter ready-to-wear collection, featuring the latest designs in long and short-sleeve tees, caps and singlets in red, white, blue and black. Plus the collector's item stubby holder and must-have beanie, making their debut on the catwalk. Show your support for PBS and let everyone else know what good taste you have. Come in and check out our selection at Suite 7, 3rd floor, 171 Fitzroy Street, St Kilda. Email us at pbsfm@vicnet.net.au or call us on 9534 1067. PBS Merchandise, a great way to support your radio station.
2, 3, 4. Danger, danger ahead. We missed the signs. Yeah, we lost all we had of you. I know you had time on your own, but you couldn't ever say that you didn't have a place to come home to. Choices that you have and run towards the darkest light you find, with the hope that it would ease your aching mind, that it would take your pain away. Danger ahead, we miss the signs. Now you've left us here to work out the reasons. We calm the past to understand the grievance. We
can't find a reason that would justify why you were in danger.
And you never came. That was our song Danger. The announcers left the studio, so it's just the Waifs at PBS.
You read the paper, you watch the news, and you think you're well informed. I got some news for you, my friend. The headline that you read, the story that broke, it was a scandal, it was a scam. Political master stroke. They tell you what they want you to hear. Close your eyes and open your ears. Yeah, it's easier that way. You don't have to think for yourself, you say. I tell you no lies, I tell you no lies. I read it all in black and white. It was on my TV. They were telling me just what to believe. I tell you no lies, I tell you no lies. All the while they're telling you lies. Every day, you and me, we see what we are showing. It's hard to scratch below. The people at the top, well, they are hidden far from view, and they're not gonna show their faces to the likes of me and you. You never see them out on the street, but you'll always see the things that they do. And they can get away. No price is too high for them to pay. Oh, I tell you no lies, I tell you no lies. It's very simple, it's here in black and white. And it's on your TV. You got everything you need to believe. Hey, I tell you no lies, I tell you no lies. All the while they're telling you lies. All the while they're telling you lies. And all the while they're telling you lies, lies, lies. Lies, lies, lies. Lies, lies, lies. All the while they're telling you lies. Having a bit of a dig. This is Donna on her new solo venture.
You see, this is more than a haircut I'm wearing on my head. I thought I'd dye it red, but got it cut instead. And maybe I could send you my long blonde locks, 'cause you were always after something I'm not. You see, I'm darker underneath, I'm darker by far, I'm as dark as hell. You know who you are. And my eyes, I wish they were green, my skin is so damn brown, but the sun it don't see. And fingernails, well, I could have stuck them on the hair, on my lip, I should have waxed it off. My lips could do with a little more pout. The mole on my chin I can do without. And my cheekbones, they never sat real high. I'll get some bone put in, they can take it from my thighs. 'Cause I'm darker underneath. Oh yeah, I'm darker by far. I'm as dark as hell. You know who you are. So when I make love to myself. I got no disease, so it's good for my health. I got my hands in my pants down my Calvin Klein's. I don't need you no more, baby. I can come every time. So don't you ever show your face here again to me or any of my friends, 'cause I'm glad I found out what you're all about when I finally fell down off my cloud. 'Cause baby, when you ran away, you burnt my heart. You kept my Kerouac books and that old guitar. Now I'm darker underneath, I'm darker by far. I'm as dark as hell. You know what you are. I don't need to tell you, no. You know what you are. I don't need to tell you, no. I don't need to tell you, no. 'Cause it's more than a haircut I'm wearing on my head. I thought I'd dye it red, but I got it cut off instead.
Well, 10 minutes to 11 and you're listening to Brain Massage. And we just heard 3 songs live in the studio from the Waifs, Vicky, Josh and Donna.
Johnny.
And I think we heard Danger, Lies,
Yep.
and that last one was Haircut. And, well, I hope that you heard them here first. Would that be true? Well, more or less.
Yeah,
Lies
more or less.
and Haircut, yeah.
All right.
We've only ever played Danger once before in Melbourne, I think.
That last one, sort of Annie DeFranco-ish. I feel that she's slowly edging her way into your writing a little bit more, Donna.
Probably mine, because I think she's someone that's quite a tortured soul, and I had a really bad year last year, and I felt quite tortured, I suppose. And I am a big fan of Annie DeFranco, but I really don't want to. I'm not, deliberately writing like her, I feel, but, if you listen to country music, you'll find you'll probably write country-influenced songs, and she definitely is a great artist who I aspire to.
She's tortured but articulate.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
As you can see on that Port Fairy special the other night, actually.
She certainly got a lot of speaking time, didn't she?
She certainly got more than us.
Well, there's something for you to sort out with her, I suppose, and the producers of the show. Speaking of shows, you're playing at the Continental on Thursday and Friday. How did you get 2 shows? You must be popular.
We must be. I don't know. We're about to find that out, I guess. Yeah, that was good. I guess we've played at the Corner the last couple of times. Very, very big shows for us. I just feel I find it a lot harder to interact with such a large audience. I prefer a more intimate show, and I think people that have been following us for a long time prefer to see us in a more intimate environment. So we said, hey, why don't we do 2 nights at the Conti? And they said, that sounds like a good idea to us.
And you've got Dave McDonald, is that right?
Dave McDonald drumming with us. He's sort of with us on a semi-permanent basis. Oh, what the hell, permanent. and David Hosking with his band, who is absolutely incredible, and you shouldn't miss him if you're going to come down to the gigs.
I fully agree with that. In fact, It's few and far between with David Hosking, it seems, at the moment. There just aren't as many opportunities to see him as there were at one time.
I think he's playing regularly at the Dan O'Connell on Sunday evenings.
Yeah, Dave.
But that's just a solo gig.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a lot with his band.
Okay, but I do recommend that, David is really someone to see.
Yes.
And by the way, while you're there, is he doing any recording?
I think he's got another album. He's planning another album, and I think he was going to start it in May. He's probably listening right now. Am I right, Dave?
I hope he is. Anyway, thanks for coming in once again.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
Thank you.
For another update, and we'll see you down at the Continental on Thursday and Friday night. This is Kirsty Stigwazi. It's 7 minutes to 11, which means that Neil Stoneman's along in 7 minutes' time.